Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining. Can everyone hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? I just want to make sure that this is working properly. So if you guys can tell me, that would be awesome. If you can hear me, please give me a thumbs up. So in that way I can feel I'm live. Awesome. Great. Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Hess. I appreciate that. All right. Thank you everyone for joining. It has been a while since I've been live, but I'm here again. Thank you for joining. Like I said before, or in my previous tutorials and live sessions, I'm very thankful for your support. So let's get started, folks. Today, I have a really nice topic. I'm going to be talking about why Power BI is so popular, and especially in 2023. So those who have been playing with Power BI for a while, they are quite familiar with the tool. And those who are totally new to Power BI, this is the opportunity for them to start exploring it, right? So let's get started. I'm going to share with you guys my screen so we can go from there. All right, let's see. And let me know if you can see it. Please give me a thumbs up if you can see it so we can go from there. All right. Seems like it's working. So let's get started. Like I said before, there might be multiple reasons, and because Power BI, like I said before, is almost everywhere. So everyone is using Excel, Microsoft, and Power BI is not the exception. So today I'm going to give you 5 different reasons. We're going to be dismantling Power BI's popularity. So let's get started with the first one. Hold down control here. Microsoft Power BI listens to its users. So what do I mean by that? Power BI has this capability, this feature. If you guys haven't explored this one, it's highly recommended. Perhaps you have great ideas, but you might want to share your ideas with the Power BI community and also with the Power BI developers. So maybe this is the opportunity for you guys to share your ideas. So this is Power BI Desktop, as you can see here on my screen. If you take a look at the help feature here, so there is an option here. You can see submit an idea. So let's explore this real quick and let's see what happens, okay? See right here? So this is what we have. This is the opportunity for you guys to share your ideas with the Power BI team and also the Power BI community. So let's explore this real quick. Here we have a few ideas, and of course this is sorted. The top ideas are on the top. The first one here that we're seeing, it says option to use either light or dark interface. So this is a good one. You can also vote if you didn't know that. So you can give this a vote. You have to sign up with your account, with your Microsoft account. So in that way, so the Power BI team ensures that you are a legit member, okay? But there you have it. You have the option here to explore any ideas that were already submitted, or you can also submit your own idea. Like I said before, we might have some ideas and we don't know if the Power BI team is listening to our ideas. So this is the opportunity, guys. So let's keep exploring this for a second, just to give you an idea about what's going on here. So here we have another idea that was submitted by Alex Pataki, for example. So add folders to organize reports on powerbi.com or in the cloud, as you guys might know. So this is also a good idea. it's already planned. You can see it's already planned. You can also check the comments here. Let's see what the comments are. You can see a lot of comments here. It says long overdue for sure. It would be great to be able to add folders within workspaces to better manage, which makes sense. So you can have an idea about what's going on with this idea, right? So great ideas. And if you want to make a comment, you can make the comment here as well. So this is really, really awesome. Then submit your comment. So if we go back real quick, let's keep exploring here. Measure management and DAX editor. Anyone who uses Power BI long enough has had a PBIX within 50 and 60 measures, and it has become time-consuming and tedious to maintain, which is understandable. And then in Excel, you can do a quick find replace to edit several formulas. In Power BI, you need to select each of one individually. So we can keep reading here if we want. So you can see the full idea here. And then you can also check the comments, right? And we have the Power BI or Microsoft administrator here providing their feedback as well. But this is planned already, so this is great. Let's go back real quick. So let's say that you want to submit your idea. How do we do this? So let's go over here. There's this option here, as you can see, submit an idea. Let's hit this option, and then here it is. So let's say that we care about add icons to Power BI desktop, or maybe add native icons if we want. This is just an idea that I've been thinking of. So add native icons to Power BI desktop. So in that way, we can explore this, or we can enrich our Power BI reports, right? There you go. And then you can start adding more comments, right? Let's see if we can add more comments here. But there are similar ideas here that need votes. Let's say that we want to, hopefully this works. Let's see. I don't think it, oh, there you go. So let's see if this works. There you go. So now we can add more description about our idea, right? So every time, let's say every time I want to add visuals or icons Power BI desktop, I have to go to external sources, and it will be great. It would be great if we have this option in Power BI desktop, right? So this is just an idea, like I said before. So I'm just providing this idea in more description about my request. So in that way, the Microsoft team review it, and perhaps other people have also the same idea, and then they can start the conversation. So this is just an idea, like I said before, and then once I'm done, submit, boom. So you are good to go. So now, if you go back to here, so that's the first reason for Microsoft Power BI's popularity based on my experience. So let's go over the next one. Hold down Control here. This is a good one. So Microsoft Power BI is continuously innovating. So what do I mean by that? If you have been following Power BI for a while, you might know that we have almost every month there is a new update. So there is always something going on, right? So it means that Microsoft Power BI or the Microsoft Power BI team is always listening to its users, right? They are listening to the ideas, and because of that, they are innovating also very often. So let's do something really interesting here. to see where we can find these sources, okay, to keep innovating. So let's see that. Let's open here. Let's see, I think it's right here. It's actually here in Power BI Desktop. So let's go over help again. And then if we go over here, there is an option called Power BI blog. So let's hit this option. And this is what I'm talking about. So as you can see, this is actually for May already. So this is what's happening in May, right? So these are the new updates that we have in May, and you can read every single one. So there is the first one that we're seeing here is related to integration with OneDrive and SharePoint. It's still in preview, but you can see here the updates, right? So pre-announcing better Power BI report integration with OneDrive and SharePoint. Sometimes this can be a nightmare. So linking Power BI reports or linking Power BI desktop with OneDrive or SharePoint. So there are some improvements here. So this is great. So there is also more information here. Now you can use item links to configure Power BI tabs in Microsoft Teams. So this is also great. So you can just take your time and read here the innovations, the new ideas that are coming live, right? And this is based on the feedback they received. So they are implementing those changes. And then as you can see here as well, check this out, articles by date. You can see, you can go back. You can, if you want to reference a previous article, you can go back as well. So let's say we want to learn what happened in January this year. You can go over here as well, January 2023. And also you can start checking the content here. So we had here Power BI data marts, and also we had Power BI reports every January 2020 feature summary, etc. You can keep exploring here, and you can keep learning new things. Now, if you wanna receive this information in your email, you can just add your information there as well. Okay, so that's perfect. So now, so we are done with the second idea, the second reason. So let's check the next one. Okay, but let me check here real quick. Let's see. Let's check this out. So this is the topic. Why is Power BI selling so popular? We already described 2 different reasons, and there are 3 more. Okay. And also, guys, if you have questions, please leave your questions in the chat. So we will have a few minutes after we are done with these 5 reasons to go over those questions. Okay. And also, if you want to support my work, so you have the opportunity here to give me a super chat as well. That would be awesome. Thank you. All right, so let's keep going then. Let's move on to the next reason. Microsoft Power BI provides plenty of learning materials. This is also a good one. There are different sources to learn Power BI. Like I said before in my previous tutorials, there are no excuses to learn Power BI. Power BI is awesome. And also here, Microsoft Power BI or the Microsoft Power BI team provides plenty of learning materials. So what do I mean by that? So let me show you where you can find these materials, okay? It's still under or within Power BI Desktop. We go over here, help. So let's go one by one. Hit help here, and then as you can see, there is an option here called guided learning. So let's hit this option and let's explore it real quick. So here you have a lot of material, like I said before. If you are new to Power BI, you can get started with Power BI. This is the option that you have here. You're going to learn how to build Power BI visuals and reports. You can select this option. You can learn how to get and transform data with Power BI. This is the option that you want to go. You want to learn how to model Power BI. There is another one here as well. And then you can keep exploring the materials here. Okay, so let's say that we want to go over this one. So let's explore this real quick. Build Power BI visuals and reports. So here, so you can see you have your title here, your subject, and then you can explore here the sub details, right? The details, the subtitles here. How to identify the audience, how to determine report types, how to define user interface requirements, etc. So you can also learn how to work with Power BI visuals, create a data-driven story with Power BI reports. So really, really good information that you can explore. So let's go back real quick. And then you can keep exploring here. So it's up to you. So if you go back to Power BI desktop here, so let's keep exploring the sources, okay? Training videos. This is also a good one. So let's hit this option. This is the Microsoft Power BI YouTube channel. So this is the YouTube channel, and then you can clearly see here the updates, the monthly updates that we discussed previously. So we have, the previous one was, well, this is actually September 2022, but let's go over here, videos. So you will find here the latest videos that this channel has, okay? So we have the latest one in terms of updates or monthly updates is the April 2023 Power BI update. It's right here. And then we also have the other ones, March 2023, February, December. We didn't have an update in January because they take a break. And then November, and then you can keep exploring here the updates. So if you are visual, if you want to explore video content, so this is the option that you have, okay? And there is also other types of content here, so you can keep exploring. So let's go back to Power BI desktop again, and then let's move on to documentation. Documentation, if you are totally new to Power BI, so this is the way, or this is the path that you want to take. So this is your point, right? This is where you would like to start. Get started with Power BI desktop. Here it is. So there's a lot of information here as well. You can keep exploring. Even if you are already familiar with Power BI, this might be a refresh for you, right? So you can use this as a refresher. Really, really good information there as well. And you can keep exploring. Plenty of learning materials here. Okay, so let's go back to Power BI desktop and let's keep looking for more details here. Support, let's hit support real quick. So this is basically exploring if we have any issues with Power BI, right? So here it says everything is working fine. Everything is working fine here for America, Asia Pacific, Europe. So it's good. Any type of outage, degradation, it's not happening. So we are good to go. And also, if you have additional questions, you can explore these questions as well, right? It gives you more insights. So why isn't my data up to date, for example, right? So you can keep exploring here. How do I connect to my data? So really, really good questions here, and also really, really good answers, okay? Perfect. How do I administer my Power BI in my organization? Really good information here. How do I sign up for Power BI? You can do that as well. Okay, this is perfect. Additional resources here as well. You can also report an issue. Perfect. So let's go back to Power BI desktop, and let's keep exploring the learning materials. Power BI blog, we already saw this. Community, this is also a good one. Sometimes I have questions and I don't know the answers, of course, and this is a good way to ask a question, or a good place to ask a question. Let's say that I want to learn how to year over year DAX calculation. Let's see. Let's look for this information and let's see what we find here. See right here? Perhaps other people had the same question. So this is the opportunity for you to explore DAX year-to-date calculation over multiple years. Perhaps this is the one I'm looking for. Let's hit this option here. And then you have the question here that someone asked. And also you have the solution. Check this out. Go to the solution here. Boom. You have a piece of code here that you can use as a reference so you don't have to start from zero. So this is really, really powerful. Like I said before, other people might have the same question, right? Might have the same struggles. And this is the place where you can go and check for those answers. Perfect. So let's go back here. Go back one more. And then, like I said, you can keep playing with this feature, with this option. So now let's go back to Power BI Desktop. What else do we have here? So let's keep exploring here, community. If you are a Power BI developer, there is also really good information here. Check this out. There you go. Perfect. There it is. Awesome. So you can learn what is embedded analytics in Power BI, Power BI embedded analytics with client APIs, set up Power BI embedded solution, and the list keeps going, right? A lot of information here. Perfect. So let's go back to Power BI Desktop. Let's keep exploring here. And we already saw this here, submit an idea, external tools. So let's check this out. There are really good external tools that help you improve your Power BI reports and models. So you can explore this as well. You might be familiar with these external tools: Tabular Editor, DAX Studio, ALM Toolkit, etc. So you can explore that as well. And you can learn more about this, okay? So let's go back to Power BI Desktop. What else do we have here? We have examples. So let's see. You have sample data set, sample reports, community galleries, etc. So let's see if we open a sample report. Let's see what happens. So you can use this as a reference if you want. You can go to GitHub repo for Power BI Desktop samples, and you can find information there. Isn't that awesome? Really good information, my friends. So let's go back to Power BI Desktop. And then if you want to hire consultants, so there are also here consulting services. Check this out. So it's right here. There you go. You can explore this. If your company wants to implement Power BI envisioning, 4-week implementation, here are the details, right? Good information there, my friends. So let's go back to Power BI Desktop. I think we are good now with the third reason. And let me check the comments here. Do you guys have any comments? Please let me know. Let's see. Comments or questions? Please leave them in the chat. All right. Awesome. Now, let's keep going. So let's go over the next point here. Point number 4. This is also a good one. And this is actually one of my favorite because Microsoft Power BI has a strong Microsoft 365 integration. So what do I mean by that? And I'm going to give you a quick example here in terms of PowerPoint and Power BI integration. I actually had a tutorial a few weeks ago where I shared how to connect PowerPoint with Microsoft Power BI reports. So let me show you real quick what I'm talking about here. So you might have seen this before if you're following my tutorials, but this report right here is actually embedded. It's coming from Power BI service. And let me see if I can, I don't know if you guys can see this, but you can actually, it's a very dynamic report here. So let me see what I'm, so let me show you what I'm talking about here. So let's say that I care about 3 months here, the first 3 months, and hopefully this works. It's thinking, boom, it's working. So it's very interactive. And also let's say that we want to check here for a specific region. How about Canada and Australia? So it's working, right? So it's working, and everything here is happening in PowerPoint, my friends. So that's awesome, right? And then you can also hide this if you want, so you have more space there. You can keep playing with this feature. How about if we care about maybe the black, blue, gray, and let's see what happens. So everything is changing. It's very dynamic. So this is awesome, right? And you can do this, like I said before, directly from PowerPoint. So you just need to connect this Power BI report with the cloud, with Power BI service. So it's really, really awesome. If you want to explore more about this feature, I'm going to share with you as well the link to this tutorial in the description, okay? Awesome. So now let's go back to Power BI Desktop again, and let's see what else we have. So let's go back to Power BI Desktop. So this is the fourth one. Now let's go over the next one. This is also a good one. Microsoft Power BI is affordable. So what do I mean by that? Remember, Power BI Desktop is a free application. So you can download it and then you can start playing with it. Now, if you want to share reports with your peers, you definitely need to have a license. And I'm going to go over the licenses here in a few minutes, okay? But in general, it's really affordable. Even if you have to pay a monthly fee, Power BI is affordable compared to other ones, compared to other data visualization tools like Tableau, for example. It's more expensive. But let's go over here and let's check the pricing. Power BI pricing. So you might know this, but I'm going to show you so you can have an idea about the options that you might have to start playing with Power BI. Like I said before, if you want to share reports, you can build reports in Power BI. But if you want to share them with your peers, you need to have a license, and also your peers need to have a license. And there are 3 different ones here. So you can have a Power BI Pro license. It's specifically here for Power BI creators or report creators, right? Power BI report creators. So you need to have this license. It's called Power BI Pro. And this is based on the US region. So it's $10 per month. It's not too expensive. And then you have these functionalities here. So we're going to go over these features in a minute. But then the other option, the next option, if you are a small business and you have multiple developers or Power BI creators here, Power BI report creators, you can use this option called Power BI Premium. So it's actually $20 per month per individual, and then you also have the features here. So we will go over these features in a minute, like I said before. And then if you are a big business, a huge business, you might want to have here the premium capacity here, which is about $4,995 per month. And also you have here more capabilities. So let's go over these features real quick. For Power BI Pro, you can have access to mobile app. You can also publish reports and share and collaborate. Like this is like I said before. So you can share reports with your peers, and then you can also collaborate, create workspaces, and share those workspaces with your peers. You can do that here by using this license and also the other licenses, right? And you can see the differences there. And what else do we have in terms of memory? Model memory size is just 1 gigabyte for Power BI Pro license, and then it's 100 gigabytes for Power BI Premium per user. And then if it's the other version here, the Power BI Premium per capacity, it's so much higher, right? 400 gigabytes. And then you also have more functionalities here. Maximum storage here as well. You can see the details there. But like I said before, it's really affordable compared to other data visualization tools. So let me know your thoughts. So let's go over the comments here. If you guys have comments or questions, please let me know. We have a few more minutes to answer your questions or comments. While you're thinking about your questions or comments, I would like to share with you, if you go back to the previous, this feature that we discussed, I think it was the third or the fourth reason that we described previously. So let's see, let me show you real quick how we can update this, okay? Let's see, it's Power BI overview. So this is the overview. So let's explore this real quick. So let's say that I wanna create here, and hopefully this works. Let's see, there should be here an option, Microsoft Power BI. Okay, perfect. This is working. So that's how it works, right? To embed a report directly from the web. So let's see. So let me show you here. I'm going to share with you this. So here, so let's say that I want to, let me share how can we do this real quick. So this is a report. This is in the web, right? In Power BI service. So let's say that you have this report. Oops. It's right here. And then you want to share this report, or you want to embed this report in PowerPoint. So let's go over the report here in the web, Power BI service, and there is this option called share. And here, as you can see PowerPoint here. PowerPoint, you can copy the link, and it says right here, embed live data in Power BI Point. Copy this, hide this, and then paste it here. Insert, let's see what happens. Fingers crossed, my friends, because sometimes it doesn't work. But it seems like it's thinking, so this is great. Awesome, it's working. See, now you can see that this report is embedded. So that's how it works. And then you can start editing this if you want, right? So like I said before, you can start here selecting any filters. Perhaps this filter right here. It's live. So if you are presenting this information to your team members, so this is the opportunity that you have to visualize dynamically, visualize your data or your results dynamically. So this is awesome. Okay. So let's see if we have comments or questions. If we don't have comments or questions, let's go back to here. Let me see. Let me ask this question again. Oh, that's also a good one. So Dr. Haas is saying Power BI is popular due to, there you go. That's better. So Power BI is popular due to inbuilt ETL tool and many data connectors. That's right. It was actually part of my notes. And thank you for reminding me this, Dr. Haas. So yeah, within Power BI Desktop, we have this tool called Power Query. So Power Query is a really, really popular tool to clean the data. So let me show you what I'm talking about here for those who are new. If you go over home here, let's hit transform data. So this is the new window that pops up. And this is the Power Query window or the Power Query editor interface. See right there? So once you hit that option, this new window pops up, and then here you can see the data. You can make any changes. You can make connections here. You can also delete columns if you don't want. You can duplicate columns. You can do whatever you want. So let's say that I care about just the US here, for example. Go over here, filter. And this information is just for the US. And you can see the steps here, right? And you can also rename these steps if you want. It's a good practice here to rename the steps because you might forget. And just US. Perfect, right? And then let's say that you don't care about zeros here. You only care about a real number. Well, you don't care about zeros, in other words. Just delete zeros here and check zeros, hit OK, boom. So you're just filtering here data. So the main goal here with this tool, like I said before, is to clean your data, clean your models, make them so much cleaner. And then once you are ready to perform calculations by using DAX or perhaps the M language, it's so much easier, right? So much easier to perform those calculations. And also it improves performance. So let's close and apply, for example. Boom. So we are good to go here, right? And then in terms of connections, like Dr. Haas was mentioning, so we have different types of connections here. And this is loading. Let's see. Yes, right here you can see it. You can connect to an Excel workbook, Power BI datasets. You can go to Power BI service and connect it directly to Power BI service. You can do that as well. Data flows, Dataverse, SQL Server. This is quite popular. Text, CSV, web, etc. You can also create your blend query. And there is even more sources here. So let's explore this real quick since we have a few more minutes. Yeah. JSON files, folders, PDFs, etc. SQL Server database, you can do that as well. Impala, Google BigQuery, So many options here that you can explore. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for your question, Dr. Haas. Anything else? This is the time, folks, that you can ask questions or make any comments. So since we are live, let's see what else do we have here. All right. Let's see. So this is a topic, why is Power BI suddenly so popular? I don't know if you guys have had experience with other data visualization tools. I have played with Tableau in the past, and I've been playing with Tableau for a few years, but it's not my forte. I am more focused on Power BI, but there are definitely advantages if we use Power BI, like I said before. But let me know your thoughts. Let me know your comments. Let me know your experience with Power BI. If you're using other tools like Tableau or maybe Click or maybe other data visualization tool, let me know your experience so we can just have a good conversation about the differences also and also the advantages. Hey, before we close this session, let me show you real quick the Microsoft, or it's not the Microsoft, but the Gartner Magic Quadrant. So let me show you this. In that way, you can see what I'm talking about here. Okay, so if you can see this, this is one of the announcements that we got back in April. It says that Microsoft was named a leader in the 2023 Gartner Magic Quadrant for analytics and BI platforms. So as you can see here, so we have 4 different quadrants here, right? We have the leaders, we have the challengers, we have also the niche players, visionaries. Leaders here, I don't know if you can see this. Let me expand this real quick. Yeah, it's right there. So leaders, as you can see, here is Microsoft. So Microsoft is definitely ahead of all of them. So after Microsoft, we have Salesforce, and in this case, it's Tableau, and then we have Click. So they also want to be leaders, but Microsoft is leading the race here. And then for challengers, we have other companies here. We have Google, we have MicroStrategy, Amazon Web Services, Domo, Alibaba Cloud. And then for niche players, we have Soho, Good Data, Incota, and then visionaries, we have also other companies here. But this is really, really helpful if you want to see what is going on with this type of tools. So you can explore that as well. I'm going to share with you this link so you can check that out. So there's another comment here from Dr. Haas. It says Power BI is just Excel on steroids. Yes, it's definitely more than Excel. It's a data visualization tool, but it's definitely, it's using a lot of formulas or a lot of functions that we use in Excel. The language is a little bit different, which is DAX, but I kind of see your point, Dr. Haas there. Thank you for sharing that. All right, guys, that was it. I hope you found this session very, very helpful. So let me stop sharing my screen here. Thank you guys for supporting my channel. Like I said before, please stay tuned. I'm going to keep sharing with you really good content, and leave your questions and comments below. I do have a tutorial, not tutorial, but I had a live session about the PL300 test that we have from Microsoft. So if you haven't seen that, Dr. Haas, I'm gonna share with you the link as well. And you're asking for an online course. Okay, I will add that to my list. So thank you for your suggestion. All right. Thank you guys for your time. Leave your questions and comments below. And thank you for your support again. See you next time. Thank you. Bye.